Hello, everybody. I'm back. I rewatched my first episode and it is garbage. So I've taken a couple steps. Hopefully, make this one better. First of all, I'm not playing Isaac. The D6 is just too much power. It's ridiculous, man. Have to think about every decision you make. Second of all, I have this list of things. Now, I mean, you can't see it, but it's like right next to me. So in case I ever run out of stuff to talk about, well, you know, it's when the list comes in. Um, so yeah, playing Maggie. She's like a little simpler than Isaac, right? 1 second. Ah, I forgot to turn on item descriptions. Damn it. Alright, I have no idea what that trinket does. So, first thing I have on said list, been playing a lot of Elden Ring, as you might have gathered. I got the Leyndal, the capital, and there are these enemies, right, that look like little snowmen. They've got like a little, they're like fully white, and they've got like like a ball on top of their head and stuff. I don't know. And you know, all I could think about was, damn, those look like Darmanitan Galers. Now, I don't know if anyone has played Pokemon, but you know, at least someone has to. And I will take this trinket instead. And there's like this Pokemon that was released, you know, in Sword and Shield. Well, it wasn't released, a variant was released, right? It's like this ice type Darmanitan Galar. You know, the original Darmanitan, he's like fire. And he's like, you know, he's pretty good in a casual playthrough, but like in competitive, he's just okay. You know, he's got high attack, doesn't really have much speed though. He's got this weird like Zen mode mechanic, but it's just too inconsistent to make it work. And these rooms are really the worst for thinking and talking. But yeah, basically they released this ice type Pokemon, Darmanitan Galar. It is literally one of the most broken Pokemons to ever exist in OU. And you know, it's given me, oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, maybe I can just, you know, they gave him this ability. It's just a choice band on his ability, which like multiplies damage by 1.5 times. If you don't know what a choice band does, which you won't if you've never played Pokemon. But basically he can run that and a band, and it's like 1.5 times 1.5, or you can run that in a scarf and it's like 1.5 speed too. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just know that he's like incredibly OP, and I've been permanently scarred by that OU meta. So much so that I see an enemy in Elden Ring and it's just like, damn, that's Darmanitan Galar. You know, in that meta, I played a lot with my friends, and usually it would just be lead Darmanitan Galar versus lead Darmanitan Galar, and whoever won the speed tie would just win the game. So it's literally a coin flip. That's fun. I mean, I guess if you run him scarfed and the other person runs him banded, it would not necessarily be just like a coin flip, but it was horrible, and he got banned. So yeah, there's that. You know, this Aquarius item kind of doing some damage. I've never seen it do like anything, but oh, oh, oh. All right. Yeah. Also, I know I talked about the smithing stones in Elden Ring in the last episode, but honestly, since playing it more and with new characters, I don't even think it's that bad. Because if you go to like every single cave, you're gonna get the ball bearings, so you can buy like infinite smithing stones. Sure, they come in late, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah. Oh my god, another full health pill. I gotta do all this stuff. I mean, honestly, the that bothers me now more about Elden Ring was what I originally said was good, which was the whole NPC quest lines thing. I thought it was fine, but it was turns out it was not fine, because I missed like a million quest lines that I didn't even know about. Oh, let's go. So yeah. I mean, I still think the quest lines are more forgiving, but it's really hard to even know when they start and stuff. But I think like once I know all the quest lines and where they go, it'll be easier than Dark Souls 3, for example. Yeah, other things. Last episode, the whole fruit thing. First of all, I missaid sea when I meant ocean, you know. California is adjacent to the Pacific Ocean. No seas. I mean, there might be some seas in California, I'm not sure, but wait, no, there definitely aren't. What am I talking about? But just an update on the whole fruit thing. Someone I know went to New Orleans and was like, wow, the fruit there was so good compared to Madison fruit. Oh, well, I guess I live in Madison, but yeah, I guess it's just a thing, man. Fruit in Wisconsin sucks. Got good cheese though, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I've had our cheese. It isn't even really better than other cheese. You know, like at grocery stores, you still get the same name brands. But I'm sure I'm just shopping at the wrong locations. But also, I don't want to spend like a bunch of money on cheese, even though I do like. I'm a big fan of cheese, you know, crackers. Gouda is my favorite cheese, smoked Gouda specifically. That's good stuff. So yeah, that's it on the fruit subject, I guess. Fruit in the Midwest sucks compared to everywhere else in the U.S. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Because, you know, fruit and cheese, that's a classic combo. And if our fruit sucks, then, you know, what am I going to do? What does that item even do? I don't know. Let's see. This sounds like a good time to change the topic on my list here. Oh, yeah. So, you know, I play... Oh. 1 second, let me just focus for a second. I forgot how this boss works. Okay, never mind, I remember. So I've been like looking at some YouTube videos, and you guys know the ones that are just like 30-minute long rants about games, you know, like essays on like why some games are like much better or much worse than other people think they are, or like, oh, why the writing in this game is so good. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm specifically thinking of Devil May Cry, because for some reason, people love to make, 30 to 40 minute videos analyzing the plot and characters, and like just, I have a ton of HP. I'm going for it. Oh. Just love to make videos about just everything with Devil May Cry, which is fair. I guess people just really like the game a lot, you know, people that like the game just really like it, and, you know, I play Devil May Cry, I love the game, you know, I mean, DMC 5 is my favorite, but, you know, I like 3 and 4, like, hold a special place in my heart, because my brother played it when I was young, and it was all like, you know, like the music and atmosphere and everything, I was like, whoa, that's amazing. So anyway, back to my point about these like super long videos. You know, I kind of agree with them, but whenever I watch them now, all I can think of is a scene from American Psycho. You know, spoilers ahead, but it's also came out in like, actually I don't know when it came out. It came out a long time ago though. All right, it's like past the statute of limitations of spoilers. So there's this scene, you know, it's pretty iconic, I would even say, when Patrick Bateman, he starts talking about like Huey Lewis in the News or whatever. I don't even know who those are, or the song that he talks about, you know, Hip to Be Square. I literally have no idea what either of those things are. But, you know, he goes on this like crazy rant about like this mundane thing. And the joke is it's while he's preparing to like murder someone with an axe, you know, but he's like so joyous and enthusiastic about the topic. And I realize that I might be like even doing that right now, just like ranting about, you know, insignificant stuff. But I just think it's funny. Every time I see one of those videos, I just think about them just, you know, setting up the room with an axe, just ready to murder someone. Wait a second. Gotta make good decisions here. You know what? I guess I'll just go Satanic Bible. And I'm like, damn, these guys are insane. But, you know, obviously that's not fair. They just really like whatever game they're talking about. I mean, some of them might be insane, who knows, but... You know, speaking of insane, I know the movies I've brought up now are kind of questionable, you know, like Taxi Driver, American Psycho, even the Batman kind of, you know, it's kind of creepy. I swear I am a semi-well-adjusted human being, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to go murder anyone with an axe. But yeah, Devil May Cry fans, man, they're really something else. Why is this not hitting that? Alright, well, I guess that's time for the next thing on my list, which is fast food. You know, I feel like there are two types of people. You know, people who like love all fast food and people who like hate every single fast food restaurant and just like are physically repulsed by even the mention of fast food. You know, I am obviously the former. I love fast food. And people who don't are just like either lying to themselves or they're just built different, I guess. But yeah, I love fast food. I love fast food deals. You know, the worst thing to happen to fast food is Taco Bell removing the shredded chicken burrito from the menu. That was honestly messed up. I love the shredded chicken burrito so much, you know. It was like the only reason I liked Taco Bell. It's like it was so good, you know. The sauce, I don't know, like the avocado ranch or whatever, it was fire. And then they just removed it like from the menu completely. And I'm like, what am I even supposed to do now? What do I order? So I started ordering like some like I don't know, some like more basic cheese options. Came out with this potato thing that I really liked, but I think they removed that too. It's like I don't know why Taco Bell changes their menu so much, but like, you know, give me the classics. Maybe the shredded chicken burrito was just too expensive to make. It was one of the more premium items, so you know, I guess when people go to Taco Bell they're probably looking for something cheaper. Maybe that's it, but I don't know, I feel like among my friends the shredded chicken burrito was also a classic. You know, who doesn't like the shredded chicken burrito? But yeah, also like fast food deals, they're so like inconsistent in general. Just like menus, I feel like they're always changing. It's impossible to know, you know, what's good. Like, you know, McDonald's has the 2 for $5. Well, what formerly was the 2 for $5. Let's be clear here. They have removed that deal. There used to be like, you know, you could get 2 of their like deluxe items for $5. So like, you know, like a Big Mac or a fish sandwich or something. Or I think 10-piece chicken nuggets was another one. I can't remember what the other were. I usually just got those 3 though. And it was like, you know, it was pretty good. Because like by themselves, those items were like above $4. So it was a really good deal. But then they just like got rid of it. You know? And I'm like, oh damn. And I guess they got me because sometimes I would just order the same thing, but without the discount. But then they just randomly bring it back sometimes too. But now it's like 2 for $6, which is just insulting, honestly. I mean, I know there's inflation, but come on. You know, another... I guess I'll take this. Another menu item that that's been recently on McDonald's is like the 40 chicken nuggets and 2 large fries. And it like costs less than just 40 chicken nuggets. And that is like a dangerous deal, man. Like obviously you can store the chicken nuggets and they taste pretty good. Although I haven't really tried storing the fries. I don't know how well McDonald's fries keep. But like that is a lot of food. So I mean it's a pretty good deal. I like the deal, but gotta be careful sometimes with fast food, man. Ooh. Being from the Midwest, I do eat a lot of Culvers. I feel like that's a Midwest thing, maybe. I feel like I don't hear people from outside the Midwest talking about Culvers, and I have no idea where they are. But it's like more expensive, but they've got some good stuff. Like their fish sandwich, actually pretty legit. Same with their cheese curds. You guys like your cheese curds fried? I mean, not to get too Wisconsin, but like, I'm a big fan of unfried cheese curds. But everyone who I talk to is like, unfried cheese curds are disgusting. Like when they're squeaky and like not fried, I just hate them. And I'm like, damn, those are the best cheese curds. I mean, not that I don't like fried cheese curds, but like, come on. Come on. The unfried ones are good too, is all I'm saying. Like they're literally just like cheese, except like slightly different. I mean, I can't remember the exact mechanics of how cheese curds are made. I think it's like somehow like cheese byproduct gets made in the making of cheese, and I think that's what they use. Like cheese whey? No, that's like protein. Wait, maybe it is cheese whey. Gets made. And they like turn it into cheese spread, which I also love. Cheese spread, that's some good shit. I used to be much higher on the cheese spread now. Now I'm like kind of just like cutting a block of cheese with like crackers is like the ultimate form of cheese enjoyment. But I used to be a big cheese spread guy. Yeah, I guess that's all I had to say. Why don't people like unfried cheese curds, man? They're good. They're good stuff. But if you do ever see a Culver's and have never tried like cheese curds, I mean, like I said, I don't know how common cheese curds are in other parts of the country. I've never really lived outside the Midwest, but they're pretty good. I guess fried ones are easier to take for the unrefined palate. Alright, that's all for the cheese curds. Running out of topics shockingly fast. Wait, I'm 16 minutes in? Oh god. Alright, next topic. Man, I should cross. I'm not taking that. Cross these things out or something. Oh, here's a good one. I ordered some board games the other day, Actually, Binding of Isaac 4 Souls was one of them. I was kind of confused because they had a like Kickstarter thing a while ago, right? And then they had like the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. But I think the new pre-order includes some of that stuff because there's like already been expansions and stuff. But yeah, I like got it because I was really looking forward to it. And one of my friends who'd never played Binding of Isaac played I guess like a Kickstarter copy of 4 Souls, and they were like, wow, it's really fun. And I'm like, alright, well I have to get it now. I mean, I was originally going to get it, but I thought I couldn't get all the content, and then I'm like, oh my god, what's even the point if I don't have everything? Like, one of my brothers really likes board games, and he kickstarted this game called Boss Monster. I love that game, actually. I'm a big fan of Boss Monster. And it's not too complicated. Board games, they can oftentimes be way too complicated. Like I've played a lot of board games. Well, not that many, but probably more than average person, I would say. Ooh. I can't remember what was out there. Book of Sin. I'll just take this. Wait, is that even good? All right. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Boss Monster and complicated board games. You know, I've played like Zaya, Legends of a Drift System. That game is honestly it's one of my favorites, you know? But it is kind of complicated. But I've also played like oh my god, what's like the super complicated one called Twilight Imperium or something like that? That is actually messed up. You have to take like an hour and a half just reading the rules. But it is honestly amazing. You know, like the board game experience, it can be pretty nice. It's kind of like it's almost like a mini D&D campaign, you know, when you get like all these different things working together. I like it, at least. Did this boost the? I think it did. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm not like one of those huge board games guys, but you know, I know more than Settlers of Catan. I feel like that's the go-to for people who haven't played many board games. I don't dislike Catan particularly. I do think it gets kind of boring after the first couple times you play it. You know, not much strategic depth to it, not many decisions to make. You kind of just roll dice and let it happen. Um, so yeah, I feel like the board games with like a lot of decisions to make. They really have a lot more longevity. Unfortunately, that also means that they are going to be much more complicated and much harder to get people to play. You know, like board games, they're usually good with like 4 people. That's a sweet spot. And it is hard to find 3 other people who want to sit down for like 4 hours playing a board game that they've never heard of. Um, but who knows? Maybe one day. One day. I had one more thing I wanted to say about board games. Oh yeah, deck building board games. Now those are like nice because they're simple, right? But they're also like the decisions are incredibly nuanced in my opinion. I mean, not to be that guy that's going on a rant like I keep talking about, but like damn, deck building games are just the best. Like I played some Dominion. That was my first experience with deck building games. And I was like, wow, this is really fun. Let's play more of this. And then I played some Ascension. That's like another good one, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I didn't like it as much. But that's maybe just because it like wasn't my first deck building experience. Played some then oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Hero Realms. Yeah, that's the one. Which is honestly, it's really good, but it works better as like a 1v1, surprisingly, than like a 4 player, because like you have like champions that you can play, and then you can like attack other players' champions. But the way they do it in free for all is that you can like only attack the person on your right or whatever. So then it's kind of like, oh my god, I don't have a key. Well, may as well. So I don't know. I just don't like it as much. But you know, 1v1, surprisingly fun. Yeah, my brother got it. I kept destroying him, so you know, good experience there. Deck building video games also really fun. I love Slay the Spire. I have like 300 hours in Slay the Spire, even more so than Isaac. Plus, I got it on my phone. You guys know they put Slay the Spire on the phone? What a game! What a game! Works surprisingly well on the phone. I mean, I don't know why I say surprisingly. The UI is like almost designed to be a touchscreen, to be honest. But that is a great game. Slay the Spire, amazing. You know, I tried other deck building games, but I don't know. None of them are like as like feel like elegantly designed, maybe is the way to put it, as Slay the Spire. I really like Monster Train too, but I feel like Monster Train runs are just like crazy, and also the way drawing works is like counterintuitive to like everything I've learned about deck building, because like you're like guaranteed to draw a minion or whatever on your first hand. So it's like I don't know, it's weird. And like you can make minions just so ridiculously broken, like with all the infusions. I did like the update because it like You know, I say it's like less refined than Slay the Spire, but you can do some like crazy stuff in that game, which is really fun, honestly. So, yeah, I appreciate all the different deck building roguelike games that come out. Usually, I'm a big fan. Played some Retropolis. That one's pretty good. Haven't played that one as much as either Slay the Spire or Monster Train, but you know, nothing wrong with a little bit of Retropolis. It was a nice change of pace. I don't think it was that expensive either. Honestly, in that game, the thing I didn't like was just like the late game. It just starts to feel like a chore. So, but it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. You know, I like the rat aesthetic. You know, it's kind of like, what's that book series? Redwall? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they at least read that before making that game, because it does feel a bit like that. Yeah, what a great book series, am I right? I mean, I didn't actually read the entire series. I only read like 6 books. I know, right? What is this item? Oh, this one that, like, teleports you? Yeah. But Retropolis is pretty good. At least for a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying games have to be like infinitely replayable to be good, but it certainly doesn't hurt. You know what game is supposed to be infinitely replayable? Path of Exile. My brother, he's a big Path fan. He plays so much Path, it's honestly like sickening. And that's obviously a joke, you know. Play whatever you want, but is this the mom fight? It is, which I guess is fine. But yeah, I mean, he stopped playing when Elden Ring came out and just started playing Elden Ring a bunch, which, you know, I respect that. Elden Ring, fantastic game. But I don't know, I couldn't get into it. I feel like there's a certain point in Path of Exile. It's just like if you play like a certain amount, then you're just like trapped forever in the clutches of Path of Exile. Or maybe it just like takes a certain type of person to play for a certain number of hours, and once you've like passed that number of hours, there's just no coming back. But going to take this item. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna take both of them, even though it's a horrible idea. But yeah, you know, infinite replayability or whatever. It certainly seems that way, looking at my brother. But I played, I think I put about like 50 or 60 hours into Path, and then I was like, you know what? These gems and skill trees, they're just too much for me, man. They're just, my mind is just too simple. It's operating on a different level than people who play Path, clearly. But honestly, pretty fun. A lot of good RPGs coming out lately. I think like, oh, there's this like MMO one that I haven't played that everyone, I feel like literally whenever I open Steam, there are like 3 people on my friends list playing it. Lost Ark? Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I think I would rather just play an ARPG. Like Last Epoch, my brother, who plays Path a lot, has been telling me like, oh man, this game Last Epoch, it's like so good. But there isn't multiplayer out yet. But I bought it anyway because I'm like, damn, this looks pretty cool actually. You know, I like ARPGs, not as much as him, but you know, they're fun to play with my brothers/friends. So may as well give it a go. And I have not opened it actually since buying it. So, but once they come out with multiplayer, man, boy, it's gonna be great. Did that guy always explode into smaller guys? That's crazy, man. What else do I got? You know, maybe I could take this opportunity to tell a little bit about myself. Not much to tell, really. I have a bachelor's in statistics. I guess that's like my most notable life achievement. Honestly, I really like statistics. Statistics, interesting subject. I mean, I know everyone probably says this about their major, but I feel like people should get more training in statistics, you know? Like the lack of common statistical knowledge is just like criminal, in my opinion. among even like educated people, I will say. Not to sound too elitist. I mean, I hate, being like a gatekeeping elitist guy, but I just, there's so many common misunderstandings of statistics. It's not like just a lack of knowledge, because you enter a field, you ask a random person a question, and they're going to be like, I have no idea, which is fine. The problem with statistics is you ask a random person about not a statistical concept per se, but like something that has to deal with statistics, like gambler's fallacy or any of that stuff. You're like, oh, flip 3 coins. Oh, the last one is more likely to be tails if I flip 3 heads or something. And there are just so many common misconceptions that are just flat out wrong. So I do think it's dangerous because it is kind of just like how the world works, I mean, I guess almost every science field you could say that about, but it's just sad to see people have so many. I'm just gonna use Yara right here. Yep. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's just kind of like sad to see people have so many misunderstandings. Like, I mean, I took a stats class in high school, and everyone joked about it being like, oh, math for... It's not even really a math class. It's like a writing class. And I'm like, well... So, like, I already had a, like, bad impression of statistics going to college, and I, like, didn't start majoring it. But once I took, like, more sophisticated stats classes, I'm like, wow, this field is actually really cool. It's like math, applied math, probability is really fun. But it is just like a lot of common sense stuff too, which they call it common sense, but it's not common. Nothing is common in sense. But okay, he's dead. I do not want that. I don't know. I just guess I wish that the statistics was like calculus, I mean, calculus, actually, that's a terrible example because calculus is way more sophisticated and harder to learn, and I feel like not even that many people take calculus. I don't know. I honestly have no idea what kind of education, like, the average person gets for any part of the world, really. I don't really have a frame of reference for most places. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be less important topics that like Common Core includes than statistics, is what I'm saying. Like, everyone jokes about like biology, mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell, but I think biology is pretty interesting actually, and it's cool to learn how your body works. Although I guess biology isn't really human. I guess that would be anatomy. Biology is more every living creature, but we are all alive, so I would say it has relevance at the very least. But yeah, people always complain about, well, no, people don't complain about this, but I feel like there's a lack of fundamental like financial knowledge in a lot of like, I don't want that. In a lot of places, and like statistics, I feel is like the first step in learning how to like handle money personally, if you do any like sort of investing or anything. I mean, I guess like I took an actuarial science in college and I hated it because it was like so boring. It kind of felt like actuarial science is just designed to be super complicated for no reason so that you can trick people out of money. And obviously, maybe I'm just being cynical, but like, come on, why do all of these things exist? I feel like it should be simpler. I feel like not this many people should be in the world of like financials and investing. Like the net contribution to society they have is obviously positive, maybe, while there's some of them, but the more you get, the more I feel like there's just like bloat in the field where, what is everyone doing? They're just like playing games with each other with other people's money. Not to sound too like, cease the means of production, but that's just my opinion. I haven't taken some actuarial science, and ooh, you know, I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to. Yeah, that's just my, ooh. Here we go, baby. Okay, I think this is much worse, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is if you have the opportunity, take a statistics course, would be my recommendation. But like I said, I majored in it, so I'm highly biased. But, you know, you might like it. Who knows? I mean, I guess take as many courses as possible, but I know that's not possible for a lot of people. I'm going to die. What happened to me? Why do I not have a head anymore? Why are all the shots slow? What the hell? Okay, just let me focus on this. I can't look down at my list right now. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not dead. Maybe this will have like Abaddon. That is not Abaddon. You know, I actually unlocked something. I guess I never play as Maggie. What's in here? Ah, it's over. Oh, never mind. These guys aren't so bad. Oh, it's over. Where are they? Oh, oh god. Okay, well, I'm dead. So, how long was that? I think I'm gonna end it here, but you know, same deal as last time. Thanks for watching, if you did watch, or if you enjoyed. You know, who knows? Just trying to make a cool little thing here. Anyway, see you guys.